Archie Campbell, Gordy Tapp, Janella Hutton, Grandpa Joe, Lisa Todd, Junior Sample, Minnie Pearl, Don Heron, Harvey Benton, the Hager brothers, Mary Ann Gordon, Harry King Cole, Lulu Roman, Riddle and Phelps, Misty Rowe, Gaylord Sartain, Ronnie Stoner, Buck Trent, Kenny Price, the National Edition, Kathy Baker, John Henry Falk, Beauregard Jr. of Buddy the Wonder Dog.
Yankee Doodle like to laugh, and so he watches Hee Haw. Split his eyes from laughing at the funny things that he saw.
In our bicentennial year, we figure that country's what America is all about.
So Hee Haw salutes the good old USA, population 212 million strong.
Salute! A chicken must get awfully frustrated. She can never find things where she's laid them.
The whole Hee Haw gang and the Battle of New Orleans.
Well, he ran through the briars and he ran through the brambles and he ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. He ran so fast that the house couldn't catch him. Down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, in 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we took a little beans and we caught the bloody British in the town of New Orleans.
Fired our guns and the British kept coming. Wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began a running down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Would you hold this, please? River and we seen the British come, and there must have been 100 of them beating on the drums. They stepped so high that they made the bugles ring. We stood beside our cotton fields and didn't say a thing.
Fired our guns and the British kept coming. Wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began a running down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, Middle Jenna. Until the barrel melted down, and we grabbed an alligator and we fought another round. Filled his head with cannonballs and powdered his behind, and when they set the powder off, the gator lost his mind.
Fired our guns and the British kept running. Wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began a running down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, he ran through the briars and he ran through the barrels and he ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. He ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch him. Down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Empty Arms Hotel?
I'd like a room and a bath for me and my wife.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. The only room we have available does not have a bath.
Well, that's all right with me, but how about you, sweetie?
Whatever you say, mister.
Lisa, I've just got to go on a diet.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it if I were you, Lulu.
Are you kidding? I got to put on a girdle just to get in bed.
Kitty, are you still working as a dishwasher down at Lulu's truck stop?
No, the cat came back.
Roy, I hear Willie's wife had triplets.
Yeah, I told him not to marry that telephone operator.
Why not?
She gave him the wrong number.
Well, Willie, congratulations on the birth of your new baby girl.
Yo, gee, thanks, Buck. Yeah, but you know, I was hoping for a boy.
Why is that?
So he could help me with the housework.
Somebody told me you've been lying about your age. You wouldn't do that, would you?
Oh, absolutely not. I'd never lie about my age. Now, if somebody asked how old I am, I'd simply say I'm as old as my wife. Then I lie about her age.
But you didn't know this, Zero. Back in the old West, they never did hang a man with a wooden leg.
Is that so? Why?
That's right. Oh, I used a rope most of the time.
this year junior sample to super dealer with some deal that will put you in some wheels.
Oh, Mr. Samples, you're so wonderful in that uniform. I just love men in uniform.
It's true. Clothes do make the man. With this here Superman suit on, I have the power of 1,000 men. I can do anything. Think of a number between 1 and 3 and I'll give it. Guess it. Is a number 2?
That's it! Oh, Super Dealer, you're so wonderful.
Of course I am. I tell you, it's this suit. I can't get arrested in this suit.
Just the same, I'd stay off the main streets after dark if I were you.
Give me that solid steel pipe. I'll bend it with my bare hands. The number to call is BR549. That's funny. I could bend it earlier. There must be some kryptonite on the lock somewhere or another. See where I beat it?
I sure hope this place has a back door.
Oh, good morning, sir. What can I do for you? Looks like it's going to be a nice day. Would you like some gas, oil, soda pop? Sin, keys to the room in the back?
Look, young man, you're interrupting my train of thought.
Well, let me know when it gets to a station.
I haven't heard that joke since World War II. For you young peoples, World War II is the one on The Late Show with John Wayne.
Hee Haw salutes Las Vegas, Nevada. Population 150,000 and moving.
Ain't Minnie, when a girl gets married, what's the best way to protect her wedding ring?
Dip it in dishwater 3 times a day.
And here he is, folks, the king of country music.
From the Grand Ole Opry, Roy Acuff.
When was the last time you got up before the sun? Watched while the night and day melded into one. When was the last time you really looked at rain? Dripping down the gutter, splashing on the window pane. My fondest memories are tied around these things. Sunday school, bedtime rule, grandma's squeaky swing. Slipping out behind the barn, my love would meet me there. Tripping in the hallway over grandpa's rocking chair. Back in the country, now I know you're going to say. Back in the country, don't you wish that you had stayed? Back in the country where the roses still grow wild. Back in the country where you walk those country miles. Yeah. When was the last time you saw sundown through the trees? Sitting on the front porch in a cool evening breeze. When was the last time you heard a Bob White's call? When was the last time? I'll bet it's been too long. Back in the country, now I know you're going to say. Back in the country, don't you wish that you had stayed? Back in the country where the roses still grow wild. Back in the country where you walk those country miles. Back in the country, now I know you're going to say. Back in the country, don't you wish that you had stayed?
I crossed a praying mantis with a termite.
What'd you get?
A bug that says grace before it eats your house.
Order in the court. Now, what's the case against you this time?
Stealing 9 bottles of beer, Your Honor.
Case dismissed. I can't make a case out of 9 bottles.
Here he is, folks, Roy Clark.
Make the world go away. Get it off of my shoulders.
took me astray. If you do, then forgive me and make the world go away. Make the world go away and get it off of my shoulder. Say the things you used to say and make the world go away. I'm sorry if I hurt you, but I will make it up day by day. Just say you love me like you used to and make the world go away. Make the world go away. You can do it. Oh, you can do it. Just get it off of my shoulders. Say the things you used to say and make the world go away.
As we look in on the Culhanes of Cornfield County this time, we find that Cousin Junior is still in the hands of the kidnappers who absconded with him last week. The remaining Culhanes have until high noon of February 34th to raise the ransom money, $1 million plus 5% sales tax in unmarked bills. If the demand is not met, the kidnappers will set Junior's pants on fire. The air is charged with tension as Grandpa observes.
What do you say?
Forget it. Tune in next week when we'll hear Cousin Junior say,
My pants is on fire!
Charlie Ferguson with all the news from your KORN belt. And maybe just a little gossip from below your belt. Clarence Gazunt, town constable of Fog Reach, broke his all-time record when he gave out 35 consecutive parking tickets in that ground mist we had the other night. It was only after the mist had riz that Clarence discovered he'd been tagging cars inside the town's new drive-in theater. Mrs. Fanny L. Sasser of Pleasure Point was drove to the hospital yesterday afternoon by her nervous husband, Vince, in a state of onrushing maternity. The L. Sassers was told upon their arrival at the hospital didn't have a single bed. But Vince told them him and Fanny had settled for a double. It turns out, though, the congratulations is premature, for Fanny's pangs turned out to be only the wind off of some cucumber sandwiches. Only the wind, says Vince. It was only the wind that last year blew down the county's new suspension bridge. Young Peter Teeple is working his way through chiropractor college at the local Sorbonne University by selling door-to-door your unbridged dictionaries. 600 pages for 59 cents. He says it's got all the words you're ever going to need, but the reason your price is so darn cheap is that something went wrong when they shuffled her off the presses and the full thing is not in your alphabetical order. Well, here's good news. The town of Hope Springs has finally got around to buying a new fire truck. And Councilor Daisy Ducklow wanted to know what they was going to do with the old one. And Reeve Aussie Waffle suggested that they keep it around and use it only for false alarms.
Hi, baby. Say, do you do a pretty good business here in this restaurant?
Well, I'll tell you what, I believe the phone booth does better business than we do.
Yeah, sometimes I think we're in the telephone business with a cafe attached to it.
Come here.
You're not even listening.
You know you're a cute little thing.
You want your hands
I'll tell you something. Are you getting fresh with me, City Slicker? If you are, I'm gonna holler for help.
Oh, don't tell me you take all your troubles to your boyfriend.
No, it ain't him. It's my husband who wants to know what's going on.
You still talking to him?
And now here's one of the prettiest sights in country music, Tammy Wynette.
I'll just keep on falling in love till I get it right. Right now I'm like a wounded bird, hungry for the sky. And if I try my wings and try long enough, I'm bound to learn to fly. So I'll keep on falling in love till I get it right. My door to love has opened out more time than in, and I'm either fool or was it to open it again? For I'll never know what's beyond the mountain till I reach the other side. So I'll keep on falling in love till I get it right. If practice makes perfect, then I've lived about as perfect as I'll ever be in my life. So I'll keep on falling in love till I get it
Howdy, and welcome to Grandpa and Minnie's Kitchen. Today, Grandpa and I have invited a famous Mexican chef to be the guest on the show. Let's welcome, please, from south of the border, Senor Jose Don Juan.
From south of the border in Mexico, buenos dias, Gijo peoples. Senorita Minnie, Senor Grandpa.
Oh, I just love your last name, Don Juan. It's so romantic.
Yeah, see, I was named after a famous Mexican song. You made me love you. I don't want to do it.
I understand you own a very famous restaurant down in Mexico. What do you think is the hottest thing on the menu?
Sorry, Grandpa. It's in Tijuana, the restaurant, and it's a very leading question, which I thank you for. The hottest thing on the menu, without a doubt, is the chili peppers. See, they burn all the way down to your socks. You eat enough, and they will put holes in your soles.
Oh, I bet you serve a lot of water, don't you?
Oh, 9 I wouldn't drink the water if I were you. Maybe there's something in that doesn't agree with you. See, you got to keep you up past the late show.
Oh, are you sure you're Mexican? Where was you born?
See, Albuquerque.
Oh.
That's not Mexico.
Oh, see, Grandpa Jones, I was born in the new part, not the old. I was born in New Mexico.
Oh, get out of here.
I'm going to get myself a 57 Chevy, put some local hot seat covers on, and go to the taxi business.
Archie, that dead-burned dog of yours kept me awake all night, barking last night.
That's a sign of bad luck. I wonder for who?
For you. You keep me awake again tonight.
Complain! That's all you ever do. The next thing you'll be telling me you only married me out of sympathy. But I have to admit, you always did have a soft spot in your heart.
Honey, let me tell you something. If I married you, woman, it's because I had a soft spot in my head.
Listen here, you can criticize me all that you want to, but I can tell you one thing. 20 years ago, I refused to marry one old Ralph Nichols, and he's been a-drinking ever since.
To me, that's carrying the celebration too dang far.
The Hager brothers, Jim and John.
In the twilight glow, I see your blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember. Only memories remain. Through the ages, I'll remember your blue eyes crying in the rain. Leon Rose. Someday when we meet up yonder, we'll stroll hand in hand again in a land that knows no parting. Blue eyes crying in the rain. Blue eyes crying in the rain.
It's storytelling time at the General Store with John Henry Falk.
I don't know whether I told y'all about my running buddy over there in Madison County, Peavine Jeffers from North Zilch. Have I been telling y'all about old Peavine, 6.5 foot tall, got hands like baseball gloves. And he's all strength, but he's gentleness and sweetness. And he and I go fishing all the time out there at Patterson Lake in Madison County, but we also frog gig at night. Do you ever frog gig?
Oh, yeah,
Grandpa?
with carbide light.
Well, what you do, you go along in a boat. One man sits in the back and paddles a boat. Another man sits up in front with a frog gig. It has a clamp on it. You reach out and you shine this light in the frog's eyes, and you gig him and bring him in. We eat frog's legs. They're better than fried chicken in the week.
Yeah.
And old Peavine and I get out there with a wet toe sack between us. Now I'm in the back, and we was out there the other night. Old Peavine crouched up in front. He's deadly with the frog gig. He never misses. And we paddling along there, shine him in the frog's eyes, you know. And Peavine finally just laid down his gig and started reaching out there in the dark and grabbing those bullfrogs, stick them in the sack. I said, wait, Peavine, quit that. You gonna catch a big water moccasin snake in a minute. Reaching out in the bushes and grass like that. He didn't pay him any mind. I said, all right, Peavine, now what you gonna, I got scared, you know. I said, what you gonna do if you catch a great big water moccasin? Peavine grabbed. I'd pat him back.
Laugh and scratches the whole hour through. Hee Haw's coming back to entertain you.
Now you're sucking, Roy, and picking and grinning.
And I'm a grinning. Roy, how did Archie lose his money? Preferred stocks?
No, preferred blonde. Why don't you like blondes, Buck?
Because they're too biased.
Too biased? What do you mean?
Oh, it's bias this and bias that. Roy,
What?
did you know if only I could marry a rich girl, I'd have no more trouble about money?
Well, why don't you do it then?
Because my wife might raise a row if I did.
Old Charlie is quite a linguist, you know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, speaks 3 different languages.
What are they?
Horses, baseball, and football.
Morning, Grandpa.
Morning. I want an E string for my banjo.
Here's a box, Grandpa. Pick it out yourself. I can't tell the he's from the she's.
Take me to the Daily Planet.
Who do you have to bite to get off of this show?
Does the idea of divorce simply break you up? Calm down now with advice to the love-worn.
So many factors contribute to the success of a marriage. Personality, intelligence, compatibility. Why, I just recently heard of a couple that broke up over religion. She worshipped money, and he didn't have any.
I hear your daddy is wealthy.
Oh, yes, he's very wealthy.
Is he one of those rich Southern planters?
Yes, he is.
What does he plant?
Well, he's an undertaker.
Hi, Claude Strawberry here with an oldie but goodie for our senior citizens friends, to wit. The years had come, the years had gone, and all through the years she had played, flitting from one man then to another, till at last she wound up an old maid. So with Grandpa Jones, she sat all alone on his knees as she kissed his brow. She said, I know, dear, my life has been fast, but I'm on my last lap now.
And don't think I didn't lap that up.
Daddy, why did you tell that senator last night that you married Mama because she was such a wonderful cook? Why, you know she can't even boil potatoes.
Why, honey, I had to have some excuse.
Hey, a camouflage letter. All colors. Oh, this ought to be interesting.
Yeah, who's it to? Who's it to?
Oh, it's to me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Boy, it's a hot one to handle.
Mm.
And I'm gonna give it to you. Lynn Dunlap of Portland, Oregon wants to know who is the smartest of all the girls on Hee Haw.
Well, now, Roy, I'm going to get into trouble for this probably, but I'd say Lulu.
Oh, how you figure that?
Well, in all the time that I've known her, I've never seen her taken in by anything, not even her girdle.
Here she comes now.
I gotta clean that one out.
Gloom, despair, and agony on me. Deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Gloom, despair, and agony on me.
I can remember when us men was in our heyday.
But women are now taking our positions away.
And the times are coming soon when they'll get men wages too.
Huh? My wife gets mine now, every payday.
Come one, come all, step right this way. Yes, sir. The big medicine show is about to begin right here. We may see Madam Dido dive from a 150-foot tower into a dank washcloth. Yes, sir. Don't be bashful. Step right up. Get away, sonny. You're bothering me. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we come across a lot of high mountains and a lot of wide valleys. We come through 3 dry counties just to get here.
My partner, Buck Owens.
I'm the center of attention in this barroom, 'cause I've got the biggest heartache of the year. And each night those swinging doors reach out for me and draw me in, 'cause they know each night that I'll come back to wind me up again. Wind me up, turn me on, and watch me cry for you. Lately, drinking warm red wine is all I wanna do. And I never know how tight I'll wind me up till I walk in. But I don't care, 'cause I'll be back to wind me up again. I'd like to thank the men that raised the grapes way out in California. And I'm hoping this will be their biggest year. 'Cause scarlet water's all that's left to keep me hanging on. But that's why I'll try to wind me up each day and night next year. Wind me up, turn me on, and watch me cry for you. Lately, drinking warm red wine is all I wanna do. And I never know how tight I'll wind me up till I walk in. But I don't care, 'cause I'll be back to wind me up again.
Hey, Jack. Kenny. John Henry. Junior. Jimmy Riddle.
Don't fool with me today, Roy. Don't fool with me. That blame you, I've got more troubles than a 1,000-legged worm with sore toes.
What's wrong?
Well, it all started last night. I was out with my new girlfriend, you know, trying to say the right things. And We was out there in the old orchard under that old apple tree.
Yeah.
Lord, it was romantic. The wind was blowing through the trees, and she looked up, she said, just listen to that old apple tree. Listen to it moan and groan. I thought I'd try to say the right thing. I says, well, if you was as full of green apples as that tree, you'd be moaning too.
And that's when she hit you.
Yep. And then this morning, my poor old mother-in-law, she went out to get some water and fell in the well.
My goodness, is she all right?
I reckon so. She's quit hollering.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I guess we'll just have to get water from the spring.
That's terrible.
That's nothing. And on the way to the barber shop, I got bit by a mad dog.
Well, are you going to make out your last will and testament?
No, I'm going to make out a list of the people I'm going to bite, and you head the list.
You?
When one barber cuts another barber's hair, which one of them does the talking?
Now we're not ones to go round spreading rumors. Why, really, we're just not the gossipy kind. Oh, you'll never hear one of us repeating gossip. So you'd better be sure and listen close the first time.
Liza Jane was flatter than a pancake till she sat away for all those grow pills. Now she's feeling out her sweater. Talk about making mountains out of molehills.
Thank you all. If you vote for me, I will stop unemployment. How? I will stop inflation. How? I will stop pollution. How? I'll freeze prices. How? My goodness, I had no idea there's so many Indians in my audience.
About 200 years ago, all we had to fight the British with was raw eggs. Our soldiers would throw the eggs and hit the redcoats with them. These were the first hit-and-run grenades. I'm Grandpa Jones, and that's the way it was 200 years ago. More or less.
Hee Haw likes to give its viewers a chance to perform. That's how I got my start. Now here's Jim Alexander from Rawlins, Wyoming. Jim's a school janitor. Plays a gas can attached to his brain. Sounds good, Jim.
Can you tell me anything about the 15th century explorers?
They're all dead.
Oh. Knox, can you name a great time saver?
Love at first sight.
Again, Miss Tammy Wynette.
Changes just don't happen overnight. You ask of us so many things we couldn't do. You just never let that bottle out of sight. There's not a thing on earth that we can do to make you stay. I know every time you touch the bottle, you hear my voice and see her face every single time. Every time you open up the bottle, you hear my voice and see her face every single time. Every time you open up the bottle, the
Now, Nurse Goodbody, did you take Junior Sample's temperature like I told you to?
Oh, yes, Doctor, I did. I put a barometer on his stomach, and it said very dry. So I gave him a quart of moonshine, and he went back to work.
That's a quart of
Hee Haw salutes Bath, North Carolina, population 231, with tubs. Roy, did you know it takes 5 sheep just to make one wool sweater?
Oh, really, Buck? Well, I didn't even know they could knit.
I'd say here you had a portrait of your wife done. Is it lifelike?
Lifeline? I jump every time I see it.
How much would you say Archie Campbell is worth? I'd say in the neighborhood of about $1 million. Oh, goody! That's my neighborhood.
I'd not do it if I know what the word was.
Get it, get it, get it.
What'd you say?
Try that one more time.
Yeah, Roy, when poor old Granny died, she had $200 hid in her bosom.
Boy, that's a lot of money to leave behind.
She had $200 hidden where?
Well, a little red hen was a-sitting on a nest. She read a book, How to Lay Eggs Best. She laid her eggs and she laid them well, but they had 3 yolks and none of them had a shell. Woo, something went wrong, She needs to read another book, I think. Didn't even have to crack them. Oh, yeah!
Now here's the king of country music, Roy Acuff, the Smoky Mountain Boys, and the whole Hee Haw gang with Wait for the Light to Shine.
Thank you, Grandpa.
When the road is rocky and you're carrying a load, wait for the light to shine. If you found your friendless on that weary, lonesome road, wait for the light to shine. Wait for the light to shine. Wait for the light to shine. Pull yourself together, keep on looking for the sign. Wait for the light to shine. Charlie, yeah. Everybody keep pressing. Yes, sir. Don't forget your brother as you travel through the land. Wait for the light to shine. He may be in trouble and may need a helping hand. Wait for the light to shine. Wait for the light to shine. Wait for the light to shine. Never give up hope flash your pearl before the swine. Wait for the light to shine. Don't let trouble fool you and your sin will all be gone. Wait for the light to shine. Don't forget it's darkest just before the break of dawn. Wait for the light to shine. Everyone, wait for the light to shine, shine, shine. Wait for the light to shine. Keep these words before you as you walk the narrow line. Wait for the light to shine.
We love the time we spend with you to share a song and a laugh or two. May your pleasures be many, your troubles be few.
So long, everybody. We'll see you next week on